Let's see if it works.
Does it have an intro, no less? Oh
looks
my goodness,
so
that
excited.
is fancy.
Did it work? I hope it worked.
We'll have to ask the people first to see if we actually get the sound. Can you all hear us?
How's the sound?
Do we sound nice?
We do.
It worked.
All right, we'll take that.
Yay!
We'll take that for the win. Good job, Philip. Thank you for your awesomeness. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Brothers in Arms Podcast. We are your hosts with the most, the three brothers from the same mother, here to talk about whatever we feel like. Usually what's going on during the week, but it is episode 138. Here in the 16th of December in the year of our Lord 2023. Gentlemen, we are almost done with 2023. But good evening.
It's mind-blowing.
Always.
Truly mind-blowing.
Liz, the sultry sounds from the underground. You have found Brothers in Arms Podcast.
Yeah.
Woo.
Now you're feeding it. Don't feed the troll. Don't feed
the troll.
Sid, not a troll. A troll would be the guy that pops on every once in a blue moon and
says,
asks to follow us if we can burp.
If we burp, yeah. Burp and I follow. Yeah.
Gave me a 3 last time. Out of 10.
He did give you a 3 out of 10 last time.
Out of 10?
Yeah, understood.
No.
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I'm so much better than that.
Oh, well.
Well, gentlemen, hello.
Hello.
Good evening. We're as close as on time as we could be.
I truly appreciate that, boys, because
I was on early.
Man, my
which is weird.
My everything has just been wah. I mean, it has been the duck quack this week. I'll tell you that. You gonna do it? Thank you very much for that.
Welcome.
Yeah,
I got you.
That was needed and necessary. So maybe not so much that one, but okay.
I got it open for once. I'm going to do it.
We'll take it. That's fine. Yeah, you're right. This is the first time that you got it open. So well done. But yeah. The cake is a lie. Yeah, it is.
Cake is a lie.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, welcome. But I'm sorry, guys. I've got so many new things to look at while we record this show. Ladies and gentlemen, our format has changed. We are currently using a beautiful service called Streamlab, which now allows us to see our chat live as we're talking. You are seeing it recorded as we're talking. All of this is being recorded as we're talking. And so visually, audibly, man, we are gorgeous. But
it's fancy. we got fancy.
Yeah, it's feeling good in the neighborhood, let me tell you. I do think I need to have the chat box last a little bit longer, so I got to work that one out. But welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. What a blessing it is to have you all. There were some plans of 2 of us being together during this time, but life happens, and here we are.
Had to be rescheduled.
Yup, but here we are, and how happy we are to be together. And yes, Greg was on time. Greg was early. Give him mad props, Greg.
Yay!
Well done, sir. Gold star.
I'll take it.
Gold star.
I want my sticker.
Yeah, well, as long as it's not the chili. So, Gold Star chili. They put spaghetti in their chili. That's gross.
They do.
That's
very weird.
That's gross.
That's weird.
Who puts spaghetti in chili? Those folks from Cincinnati.
Kentucky.
Yeah. No.
People from certain parts of Kentucky and Ohio.
Certain parts of Kentucky and Ohio. I'm writing that down.
You remember getting that at like lunch while we were up at Iroquois Middle School, Greg?
Of course.
It was terrible.
I'll never, dude, thinking about that. So like, I think I remember the first time I ever saw it. I don't know if it was at school, but it was before we realized that Sean, old Spanky, was a jerk, and like we had gone over to his house. Yeah, long story. He was a bully. We learned our lesson.
But his name was Old Spanky.
His last name was Spanknable.
bless his heart. Holy
Yes,
cow.
and his nickname, his family's they it was Spanky as a nickname, and they actually owned a commercial cleaning service, so it was Spanky's cleaning service. Um,
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
yeah, yeah. He was a jerk. It actually ended. Alex and I had to stand up to him, and there's a whole story of us basically chasing him down the street as like we threw hands.
Wow.
Yeah, good times. That was in Louisville. You
That
remember
was.
him? You Patrick. You opened the door. He tried walking by the house. He was thinking about egging the house, and you literally like happened to open the door, and you just stared at him, and he dropped and ran.
Yeah. I do not
That was
remember that. Holy
yeah,
cow.
that was old Spanky. Anyways, what before that whole thing turned into shenanigans, we were at his house, and his mom made chili for dinner, and I'll never forget, like, she had a pot of water that she boiled that she made noodles, spaghetti noodles
Okay.
to put in her chili, and I remember that was the first time I ever saw that, and it was like, what are you
Weird.
doing? What is that? You're putting no. No,
No.
you don't put noodles in chili. That makes
Mm-mm.
it spaghetti.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
That
That's not chili anymore.
now it's spaghetti. It's
Yeah.
not chili.
Yeah.
You can have a peanut butter sandwich with it. That's totally fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
Peanut butter sandwich with chili? Come on, you're speaking my love language.
Right. You don't put that in there.
No.
That makes me want to make some chili now.
Is that allowed in California?
Of course it's allowed. You can make chili in California.
You never
Well,
do.
Dude, it actually
it's-
all right. So fun fact, most people think all right, so every day pretty much, even during the winter, it still gets up to 70 degrees. It was 70 and sunny again today because that is Southern California for the win. However, at night it does actually get cold. Gentlemen, it'll get down into the 40s. And anything below like 55, 60, people here break out their parkas. That's cold to them.
55, 60, they break out parkas.
Oh, absolutely.
Dude, that's still like hoodie weather.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
And shorts.
I wore a hoodie today. I actually wore jeans,
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know, right?
He's reverting.
No. No. But it's right, laughs in upstate New York, exactly. Excuse me, Brandy's the funniest with that because she'll be in shorts and a t-shirt and people are like, it's cold outside. No, it's not. This is spring. This is nice. It's above 50.
Bless
I
it.
can wear shorts.
Bless it.
Bless it.
Bless it.
Bless your heart. I'll have to teach her that one.
Wow, did they say that?
Not around here, no.
It's not the South.
No.
No, they say something else.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
blessing.
There's no blessing.
No, you get blessed out. Oh, great.
Bless out.
Bless out.
Bless out.
So,
But, yes.
yes.
Dead air.
Yeah. I'm working on that too. I'm trying to get some goodness added to that, but we'll see what happens.
All right.
Yeah. So, how's it going?
It goes.
Uh-oh.
Everybody in the house is sick, man.
Oh, no.
Yep. Yeah, the two littlest ones had it, and they've pretty much passed it around. I got this wicked headache behind my right eye, which is kind of awesome.
Did you change your socks?
Yes.
Did you change your socks?
I would currently show my feet on stream, but normally
It's not that kind of channel.
It's not that kind of channel. No.
No, we're not that kind of channel.
No. Yeah, Liz seems to think I forgot my Motrin. No, I did
Uh-oh.
that. I also took Dayquil, which has Tylenol in it.
Ooh,
I'm
fun.
proud of you.
Yeah,
Fun.
I took both of them.
Mixing meds.
Oh yeah, why not?
You can mix those safely.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yes.
one's basically it's a blood thinner, right? It's acetaminophen, and the other one is ibuprofen, which is anti-inflammatory.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Which kind of sounds counterintuitive because it's the same thing. Because one, they both make blood go quicker through the bloodstream. But yeah, one's a pain reliever, fever reducer. The other one's an anti-inflammatory.
And you absolutely can mix.
You can.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pharmacy Talk. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat. I'm pretty confident these guys can figure it out.
Yep.
Me, I'm just the laugh track.
Liz is correct. Can do both. One
Yep.
goes through kidneys, the other through your liver.
Indeed.
And you can
Trash
so you can
both at once.
trash both at once. Yes.
Well done. Good choice. Yeah.
Yes. Dude, I don't have my bottle. I have all my stuffs in my bags, but I always have one in my go bag, like my work bag. I always have a bottle of both of them combined, which is probably really bad, but whatever. And then I always have one in my my travel what do you call it?
Fanny pack.
No, no, my kit, like the stuff, like the when I travel, like shaving cream, dope bag. I always have that stuff. That's a must. You can never not have enough. It's essential.
Yeah,
it is essential.
Messenger bag?
From The Hangover.
I don't have a messenger.
It's not a purse, it's a satchel.
It is a satchel.
It's a man bag.
Careful, there's Skittles in there.
It's essential.
But lovely.
Brother, I'm glad. I'm sorry you're feeling under the weather, man. That's never a thing. It's never fun. Like the kids are getting better though.
So Caroline's getting better. Theo is now starting to go, which is why, again, one of the reasons why we didn't leave today, why we're not down in Atlanta. So we wanted to make sure that we didn't meet up with Philip and Patrick and get them sick,
Yeah. When do you guys actually leave?
What time is it? 9:20. We leave in 8.5 hours.
You gonna just tough through it and stay up the whole night, or are you gonna try and get a little bit of sleep?
I gotta get something, even if it's 2 hours. I gotta get something. Like we're getting up at 4:30 in order to be out of the house by 5:30, to be at the airport by 6, to sit for 3 hours before we get on a flight. So yeah, good times. But
I mean, it's that long of a flight. It's probably a good idea to get there that early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have 2.
Yeah.
Do you guys have? Are you enrolled in TSA PreCheck?
Not yet.
Gosh.
Yep. Not yet. Need to. Desperately need to. Yeah.
Patrick.
I know.
Do you know how much it costs?
$75.
Right. Do you know how long it's good for?
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
If you fly more than twice in a year, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Like I have it because I'm in the military. I get it for free.
Nice.
I'm already telling you, when I retire, I will pay it. I don't care. Even if I don't fly that entire year, I will still have it because once you have gone through it's like once you go through PreCheck, you'll never want to go through GenPop again.
GenPop.
Yeah.
You don't want to be there with those commoners.
I'm telling you.
Peasants.
The yes, look down upon them
And walk past.
Once you have done it, you will never want to not go through TSA PreCheck. It is such a nice experience. Unfortunately, it only works here in the States. So like coming back, if you're coming from outside of another country,
right,
you're gonna deal with
it's only good for us.
Yeah. But getting out of the country in any domestic flight, totally worth it. Totally worth it. Pay for it.
Yeah.
Spend the money.
Yeah.
Get it done. You're not a terrorist, at least as far as I know.
Nope.
As far as you know.
Yeah, I don't think you are.
Thank you.
Them's fighting words where I come from.
I'm not gonna take it personal. I'm good.
Both
you.
Alex and I have had, went through security clearances, and definitely didn't have anything come back of them coming and asking me like, so tell me about your brother. So pretty sure you're good.
You're right, Liz. Nobody wants to drive 17 hours.
Yeah, no,
Nope.
that one's gross.
Nobody.
I've done it. Not recommended.
Yeah. We are up near like all the Finger Lakes and stuff though,
Yeah.
so I'm just saying.
Finger Lakes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a bunch of fishing up there. It's gonna be great.
We're talking
And the
like
Adirondacks.
musky type fish, right?
I mean, there's muskie, right? There's walleye. That's probably the best
Walleye's
tasting
good
fish
eating. Yeah.
that I've ever had.
You can go ice fishing up there too.
Halibut's up there. Halibut's also pretty good.
Halibut.
Halibut.
Oh, dude. Have you ever fought a halibut on a line?
Brother, I
Can't.
no.
Oh, those things get massive. Like, imagine a flounder that's just like half the size of you, and you're pulling that up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Let's play.
Yeah.
I volunteers tribute. I volunteers tribute.
I got the big rods, so we'll go for whatever big stuff we can find.
This was
Speaking.
never mind.
Yeah.
I
It
gotta
was
get
plural,
my.
thank you. Plural. It's a family channel.
Yeah.
I gotta get my. I gotta get my license here in California so I can fish here on base. Because
You can fish on base,
of
Yeah.
course.
He's on the
Uh,
Pacific Ocean.
gentlemen.
Yeah, I can walk down to like actually there is a what do you call it? A breachway. Not a breachway. A seawall that protects a part of the harbor. Here in like Oceanside has a huge harbor, and you can walk out, and it's an absolute blast. Like I've got that 11-footer pole that is just begging to get thrown out and cast out into the deep water and go see what I can pull up.
Understood. Philip.
Yeah.
Yeah, what he wrote was a
Yeah.
quite a long conversation today. So
Fair. Fair.
yeah.
That's a road trip there, Phil. Like, you've been warned, man. I mean, it's beautiful. It's a heck of a drive, but there's so much to see between here and there.
Yep.
Or between Atlanta and there. Heck,
Well,
even if you started in Kentucky,
He'll be in
Yeah.
Louisville. Yeah.
if you started from Louisville, like, well, from Louisville it wouldn't be that bad.
No,
It'd be
you'd
about-
go up 71 over to Cincinnati, then you'd pick up
You the
85?
90.
90.
Yeah, the 90. That's the throughway. That'll take you straight across.
Hmm.
Like Cincy will take you up. You take the 90 up into, like you'll hit the little elbow of Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania
There's
has an
like-
elbow.
There, well, it's like it's a little elbow.
Yeah.
It's out like that.
It's like
We
Florida's
needed
Richard.
that visual.
Yeah, so it's their mini panhandle. It's they have a piece of land that touches Lake Erie.
Okay.
It's a
So
leg.
it's a leg. It's a finger. It's
Foot.
a nub. You'll hit the nub. So you'll pass through the nub. And then 12 hours? It can't. No, not from New York. Really, Liz? 12 hours from
You're really
Louisville?
questioning Smart Home right now.
No, all right. I believe Smart Home. I'm not questioning Smart Home. I mean, she's the one probably looking at Google Maps. So
Yeah. Smart Home.
I didn't think it was that far.
Mhm.
Because from Utica to, because I went for Grandpa Dan's funeral, and from Utica to 7 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're not that far, Liz. Utica to Saratoga is only like maybe 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that far because you're just north of Albany.
Smart Home.
You know what I love about this now?
What's
that?
that?
Those who watch this video at YouTube and whatnot can see our chat going.
Yeah.
That's just too cool. I love it.
That's awesome.
Aw.
Alex, what else you been up to this week? I heard I know the family. So family's getting over the sickness, but I heard you talked to me this weekend, or at least yesterday,
Yeah, and this morning.
And this morning did a little bit of some FNM Friday
Yeah.
Night Magic.
You guys know what it is.
Do you know what time it is?
Do you know?
Do you
No,
know where your
so
kids are?
they're playing Magic.
They're playing
They're
Magic.
playing Magic.
Well, no, so
with
I
demons.
I had kind of a long week at work this week, and yeah, it's Greg. We just go with it.
Yeah, keep rolling.
Let it happen.
Yeah.
Let it happen. All I can think of is Bobby Boucher.
Mm-hmm.
It's of the devil. Bobby Boucher, you get away from that foosball. Continue. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. So I had kind of a longer week at work.
Ugh.
This is the last week before Christmas leave starts. So I'm officially on leave as of yesterday.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, I can't really complain with that one.
You deserve.
But we had a whole bunch of stuff that just kept getting dropped onto my office. And the job that I have in the office is I'm the gentleman. Now, Craig probably knows this, but any officer that is attached to the boat that doesn't have a job, like they're not a division officer, they're not, somebody's technical assistant or something. They're just there. Their title is the ship's gentleman, right? They're basically just there. They're not there for a long time, but they're there for a good time. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my
Having
job
a
down in
good
the office.
time. Sorry.
I'm taking that as one.
It's all right. You almost got me, Patrick. I was
Fine.
close. I was close. I almost did it.
Who sings that?
That is actually Elton John.
Nope.
No.
We are the champions.
Oh, that's right. It's Queen. I'm so
my
sorry. Wow.
friend.
Mhm.
Wow. Take that one. Take that one away from me. Yeah. It's
Yep.
Queen.
Well done, smart home.
Thank you. So we've been doing a whole lot of stuff this week, right? And we were gonna try and get on the road yesterday, and I didn't get out of work until almost 1:00.
Oh.
So there's no way that we could have gotten on the road. And then with the kids being sick, we didn't want to drive down and get the rest of the family sick, especially with us being so close to Christmas. So I wasn't going to go last night, but I had the opportunity and got a chance to go to Friday Night Magic.
Nice.
And I've had something rolling around in my head for a while, and I decided that I was going to act on it yesterday. So I took in all my trade-ins, and I searched through all my stuff and found all the things for it that I knew that I had, and put it together, and then took in my trade-ins and then gave them a list. I checked their website to make sure they had everything that I wanted, and I put together something literally that day.
Nice.
And the first opportunity I had to play it was last night, and boys, it's mean. It's extremely mean.
All your decks are mean. Every
Well,
single one you make.
Some of them are. Also, Julia, you need to listen to Queen.
She knows who
says-
Queen is.
Okay. Yeah, no,
I
not
love the
Purple
troll.
Rain.
All right, so now we got the troll. Got it.
Yep, there
Got
it is.
Mhm. Yeah.
So anyway, I put this thing together last night, and I got to play like 3 games with it, and they were the games that mattered. And boys, it's interesting. It's fun to sit down at a table with everybody, and by turn 4 to deal lethal damage to every single person that is at the table. Turn 4, every single one. And then
so mean.
yeah, and I didn't even have everything I needed for it last night. I started throwing stuff piecemeal from this deck or that deck, and I picked up the rest of everything today from the other shop that's down in Norfolk. And I put this thing together pretty much in an afternoon, and I sat down across from my friend John when I got there and started telling him about it, and he was like, "Yeah, that sounds like that'll be interesting. Yeah, sure. And then he got to play it at the end of the night, and he was like, "Dude, that's stupid." I said, "I know." So it deals all around. So old guys that play Magic, like Patrick, you'll remember this.
Old guy.
What's the? Well, I mean, you played with me way back when it came out.
Yeah.
So what's the color red usually for in Magic?
Burn.
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 That's all it is. It's burn, right? But it's like chipping away burn. You know,
It's a slow
like,
burn.
well, it's a slow burn that becomes an inferno. So I got things that deal like 1 damage to everybody, right?
Right.
1 damage. It's not bad, you know.
It doesn't
Sure.
hurt.
Oh, that hurt.
But my commander, if it does damage anything less than what his power is, it deals his power's damage instead. So as long as he's on the field, he's a 4/4. So anything that's less than 4 automatically does 4 damage.
Nice.
So I have things in there that I have an enchantment that deals a damage to you every time you tap a land for mana. I have a creature in there that deals 2 damage every time you play a land. I have creatures that deal a damage to everybody every time I cast an instant or sorcery spell. I have dudes that I can tap them and deal 1 damage to everybody, and then untap them whenever I play an instant or sorcery spell. So quite literally, I dropped my commander. I tapped my guy that dealt 4 damage to everybody, and then I played an instant and I untapped him, and then I tapped him again, and then I played something that gave everything in my graveyard flashback. So all of the burn spells that I had used previous to that, I now had access to them again. And then I had mana generation for every time I cast a red spell, I can add red. So I would just cast enough to get those counters, take the counters off, use the red to cast more stuff. And in between every single cast, I would tap or untap that one dude that did 4 damage to everybody. In one turn, gentlemen, I did 120 damage.
Oh my goodness.
It's so mean.
Yeah.
like if you don't have like an exile card or an interrupt spell, you're hosed.
Well, that's the thing. I also have those.
Right.
I have a thing called deflecting SWAT. So if you try and exile my commander, I'm just going to make sure you exile your own commander instead.
So bad.
Yeah.
Can you plus up your commander so
I
like he
can.
does? Oh Lord.
So I have a couple of things. I have one thing that makes him hexproof and gives him +2/+2. So now he does 6 damage instead. And then I have a thing called Blackblade Reforged, which if you're not playing this in your commander deck, seriously, play this in your commander deck. Because it gives you +1/+1 for every land that you control.
No.
So you ever seen your commander be like an 11/11?
Well, I do because like my one commander's a dragon. He's a
Yeah.
10/10, but he takes forever to get on the field because he's so
Yeah.
expensive.
And then I just counter him for free.
That's so bad.
And nope.
Yeah.
And you're dead.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like I had a good time.
So what you're saying is you won again.
Yes.
Well done.
Yes.
Does it get bored? Does it get tiring?
No.
No.
Because
Does it
then I
get
just
old?
start thinking up something new.
Uh-huh. And you take cards that you were gonna give away anyways, and you
Trade 'em in.
make everybody
Yeah,
hate you
but-
again. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I have a
Wow.
new deck. You guys want to play it?
No.
Sure.
No, I sat across from another dude who was playing Red Blue Spellcaster, and his is a little bit slower than mine. So I got it all set up, and I looked at him. I said, Gino, I'm sorry. And he says, why is that? And then I started on my 120 points of damage to everybody turn, and he went, I don't want to play with you anymore.
That's right. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And then today we made bread.
Of course you did.
Mm.
Yep. I made 2 loaves because we didn't have any sandwich bread. So since we're going to be traveling, want to be able to make sandwich bread.
Of course.
And Liz has been doing some different stuff with sourdough. So she made sourdough crackers,
Hmm.
right? And it basically you can zhuzh them up however you want. So you can put
Zhuzh.
like rosemary, or you can put Italian seasoning or garlic or whatever, and you can basically just make straight up crackers out of sourdough discard.
Fascinating.
They are fantastic. And
Fascinating.
then we started looking around, and Liz found a recipe for sourdough pizza, and that's what we did for dinner tonight. Gentlemen, if you have not had it before, I highly recommend it. Sourdough pizza. I I can't recommend it enough.
Okay.
Absolutely fantastic.
Well,
And I do have a sourdough starter for you, Patrick.
that was my next question.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
So
Let's
I'll make
let's
sure.
start this with the ring of hooch.
Yes, sir. Everybody likes that hooch. That's just
Not alcohol.
sourdough. Let you know she's hungry.
Just
It's all about
eats.
Dolene. Liz
Dolly.
just
That's
dropped it
2.
in the family channel, so those are the kids' pizzas. Oh, they were absolutely glorious. But yeah, that's been me. So I'm working on one more new thing, and it's taking me a little bit longer because this one's a little bit more expensive than the other ones. But I was telling Philip earlier, I have multiple turn 1 wins with this deck. So as soon as it's ready, I'll show you guys. It's fun.
Those
Oh, I mean,
pizzas look amazing.
Yeah.
it's fun. It's fun for you.
Well, it's just interesting to
Oh.
talk with other people and for them to be like, how'd you do that? And then I
Those are
try to
weird.
explain it to them, and they just say, that shouldn't work. I know, but it does.
But it does.
I'll try and show it so if anyone in the
Oh
group,
yeah.
it looks.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that's purdy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a question.
Might have an
What's
answer.
that?
Can you put pictures in Discord chat? Not Discord chat. Twitch chat.
I don't know. You might be able to. Well, no, I can. That's different things. Let's see.
I'm just looking.
It looks like it's mainly just emotes. But I don't know.
Liz says she
Yeah.
can't figure out how.
Okay.
I don't know if you like. I don't think in Twitch chat it's possible. I'm pretty sure because, I mean, who knows?
You know what? I think that's where a Discord channel dedicated to this would be helpful.
Oh, what? Like just like having people in our Discord kind of thing. Like, hey, you can
Yep.
join the Discord.
Yep. Philip says no, you can't. You can post Imgur links.
Everyone loves Imager.
Imgur.
I have that app. I don't get on it often,
That's
but
helpful.
when I do, well, no. So like one of my favorite things. So there is there's a thread on that called, and I searched the thread in
That's a good
Imager
point, Liz.
called.
Go ahead, keep going.
Have you ever looked up? Have you ever heard of Day in a Life?
Yes.
Yeah. So Imager has a day in a life of, so it's like day in a life of whatever, and like people from all over the world will make these photo dumps of their day-to-day experiences, and you get them from people here in the US, Europe, Asia, of like what they do on a day-to-day basis, and it's honestly like I enjoy those a lot. It's fun to see, what similarities and differences. I don't. Is that boring for you?
What?
What? I didn't do it. That was all Alex. Those
How do
who
you
are
know?
those who are listening and not watching, that was Alex.
I believe it.
It was Greg.
Sorry.
I believe in a
I
thing
didn't.
called love.
I'll give you that one, Greg.
Shoot.
Score.
Yep. Smart home proofs.
Where was that while he was talking? Magic.
Oh,
What?
oh,
Oh.
oh.
Shots fired. You're on point tonight, boy.
Yes, he
just so
is.
you know.
I'm trying.
Too much.
You are on point. I love it.
Yeah, I'm not applauding that one.
Mm.
Greg, what
I'm
about
on
you,
point.
buddy?
You know, it's been it's kind of been a normal week. You know what? I can talk about this because it's not a secret. It's literally all over the news. So you guys know I'm a V-22 mechanic. I work on those airplanes. We haven't been flying. So there was a mishap in Japan a couple weeks ago that unfortunately all 8 airmen, it was an Air Force CV-22 crashed. And due to that, out of abundance of caution, like they grounded the entire the Department of Defense, the DoD, made a call. They grounded the entire V-22 fleet, all the Navy, Air Force, and Marine Corps V-22s. There's a handful that are still flying for certain missions, emergencies, that kind of thing. But as a whole, the community is not flying. So we haven't been flying. We've been just focusing on fixing things, and there's even things break on the aircraft, and it's not a best way to describe it. So like one of the screws on one of your panels is loose or it broke, but the panel is still secured. It's not going to go anywhere.
Right.
But it takes time to fix that panel properly. So you defer that maintenance. You just you write it up, you mark it, you know that it's got an issue, but it's not a safe for flight issue. The aircraft's still completely safe to fly, and you plan on fixing it when you have more time. Well, we have more time, so we've been focusing on
Fixing panels,
fixing things, stuff on the aircraft that
nice.
We haven't been able to touch due to being having to fly them instead. So been doing a lot of that. Working on getting my qualifications back in the shop and being a contributing member of society. It's been over a month and a half, and I still don't have internet or an email. Yeah, that's been fun.
At work or at home?
At work. At home, I'm fine here. I'm connected, but no, like I don't have an email account, or at least they finally have one created, but it hasn't been attached to me yet, so I'm still dealing with those shenanigans. Blame IT, Philip. Don't be those guys. But no, like that's really been the majority of my week. Yesterday night was kind of fun. Got a chance to the squadron had a combined holiday party.
Nice.
With our sister V-22 squadron. So I went and showed face. I wore my my Llamakah ugly sweater. If you've never seen that.
No.
Yes, it is. So it's a Hanukkah sweater.
Right, but a llama.
But it has a llama, and he's actually wearing tallit, and he's got like the sweet hat that you'd see like an Orthodox Jew wear.
Yeah, the big giant fur ones.
He doesn't. It's not the fur one. It's just the regular hat. But he's got his prayer shawl on, and he looks cool as all get out. And so he's a Llamakah, and so I rocked my Hanukkah Llamakah, and so I wore that last night. Actually, I've got a picture of it. Hold on, I'll pull it up because the picture is awesome.
I don't think I can write that.
What, Hanukkah
Llamakah?
Llama?
I mean, spell check might do some
Hanukkah.
weird stuff. to it?
I will send it to the
Llamakah.
Discord, and I will show it on chat. It's not going to look as good, but I can at least send it to you. But no, so we did, I did that last night. Had a good time. And then this morning got up with Brandy, and we went ahead. She had training down in Fashion Valley, which is
That's a place.
it is a place here in it's a place here in San Diego. And so I went there, and then got a chance to honestly just kind of wander around. I do have a little thing on my nose.
Craig, I like it.
You like that? Isn't that classy?
I like it. My question to you is this: is that culture misappropriation? Are you good?
No.
You're square?
Yeah.
Rock
absolutely.
and roll. Let's go.
It's a happy Hanukkah ugly sweater, and he said, like,
I love it.
Like, you can have a cool ugly sweater that's Hanukkah instead of Christmas. I mean, I have a Christmas one too, but I like wearing the Hanukkah one because it makes me smile.
That sure does.
So yeah, so I rocked my Hanukkah ugly sweater and to the holiday party, and he's a Hanukkah llama. He's a Llamakah.
See, you can pull that off. If I walked into the CDR with that on right now,
Well, it was the last day of Hanukkah as well, so it kind of worked out perfectly.
It fits. Did anyone come up to you and be like, "I really appreciate your sweater"?
No, I didn't get any appreciations. I did get it's honestly it's a fun one. Definitely got a couple smiles. I had so one of my guys that I used to work with, he's in the sister squadron.
Mm-hmm.
We actually flew together when we were at 363. He was one of the crew chiefs that helped me get qualified. He saw it and he died laughing. He thought it was the funniest thing. He's like, "That is brilliant." So I love the llama sweater. I bought it when I was on recruiting duty. Because I had to wear. We had a holiday party in December for the recruiting office. So like we met every month, and so for the December meeting when we all got together, I rocked my Hanukkah llama and wore that one to the event. So that one was weak. I wish he was here. That'd been entertaining. It was a good time. And then again, got up this morning, went with Brandy down to got to spend some time together. Went down to the mall there in Fashion Valley. It is a very expensive. So you guys just Google it. The mall there is absolutely insane. Patrick, it has a Rolex store, Neiman Marcus, Coach, Dior, Burberry. If you can think of a name brand that people go there because they have more money than sense, you're gonna find it there. And how many times did you say it, Hanukkah Llamakah, in one night? That's a really good question.
At least 7
someone will have
tonight.
to go back and listen.
No, not tonight. I think she's referring to that night.
Well, you got to get at least 8.
Oh, got it.
One for each night of Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Nice.
But no, did that with her. We came back and enjoyed the afternoon, and then she's working this evening, and yeah, I had to pack some stuff because I've got to travel for work tomorrow, unfortunately, and then watching the football games. Our teams played today, and we lost. So,
dude, did you see the Raiders and the Chargers game?
Yes, and
holy cow,
that was so bad that the head coach, like, I don't know about you, but wow, talk about so embarrassed that they literally fired the head coach and the general manager same day. Just, you're done.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was like
It-
63-3.
yeah.
But come on, you can't fire somebody just for one job.
Well, so the Chargers are having a terrible season already.
Right.
Like, they're
So
not.
this
They're
has
not
to be
doing that well.
a lead up. Like,
Yeah.
to,
Yeah. This was the final straw.
to let somebody go because they had a bad day.
Yeah. No.
That's a legal suit just waiting to happen.
This was the final straw. They
Wow.
literally that was, brother. What was that? The Thursday night game?
It was the Thursday night game.
Yeah, that was the Thursday night game, and it was brutal.
Yikes.
To say that the Chargers lost would be an understatement. They didn't just lose; they got destroyed.
Yeah.
And
Funny is on Sunday the Raiders lost to the Vikings 3-0. But their starting quarterback also got hurt, so the backup was playing on Thursday night, and he put up 63.
Wow.
So
I think that kind of adds something to it too.
Yeah, no doubt.
insult to injury. But yeah, no,
Gee
it was
whiz.
so bad that the managers of the team, they're like, no, we're done, and that's a huge rivalry. Like, they've both been. It used to be they were both in California because Raiders used to be in Oakland, and then the Chargers were in San Diego, and then Chargers moved to L.A., and then the Raiders moved to Las Vegas.
Right.
But still, two really big West Coast teams, huge rivalry, and it was supposed to be a pretty good game, and it turned into a rout. It wasn't even a game. They got trashed, and
Wow.
that was the final straw. They're like, fired the head coach. Actually, from what I understand, he left. They kind of took him out of the game halfway, like second half. He was gone. Like, he didn't even finish the game. They
What?
sent him. Yeah. He was finished.
That was I quit you.
Yeah.
Daggum.
It was bad. Good times.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now I'm just relaxing here. Like I said, got a chance to get on the horn with you guys early, and
Chilling all cool and relaxing on b-ball outside of school.
I'll give you that one, Greg.
I'll give you
That's
back.
two.
Started making trouble in my neighborhood.
Hey, thank you.
There, we're even.
Oh, no, you're way ahead. I'm just cranking. Well,
What about you, man?
my week has been busy. It's been super busy, so busy that I don't even remember what I did yesterday.
Bless you.
Review season, all of it. But I'll tell you one thing that really blessed me.
Sure.
So we went to a funeral on Wednesday. We went to a funeral for Commissioner Lenny Feener. She is the wife of Commissioner Max Feener, and her promotion to glory, her passing, was completely unexpected. Complications with the heart and surgery, all that to say. She passed on Friday of last week. Yeah, passed on Friday of last week, and her service was on Wednesday. We went to go pay our respects, but also to spend time with their son, Sheldon, and his wife, Sharon. And we served with them at the same time in Nashville. They were the ARC directors, while we were the Corps officers of Nashville Citadel. And it was a beautiful moment of sharing with them. But what really struck me was the speed at which we lost her. And they were world leaders at one point. They were the territorial commanders of South Africa. They were the territorial commanders of the South here for the Salvation Army, before retiring and eventually coming and living in Gwinnett. They're both from Newfoundland, from Canada.
Oh, wow.
And so you just have this huge swath of experience that these officers have had. And beautiful speaker, from what I've been told, just a hospitable heart, compassion overflowing, just Jesus Christ in this woman. And it was a beautiful service. But what hit me was, we are losing these quote unquote saints. We're losing these saints of the faith and the mission of what we do as the Salvation Army. And I don't think anybody has stopped to record what they've done. You know, Alex, you talked last week, you asked us about legacy. These individuals are, we're losing more officers by the week, by the month. And somebody needs to capture their legacy. Somebody needs to capture their story. And so, with that being said, and talking with Sheldon, I would very much like to come back after this trip and try and capture Commissioner Max Feener's story in a way that we as officers, we as a Salvation Army, we as Christ followers could hear and experience and maybe, just maybe, fan that flame a little bit more, that we might pick up and push on and do the work that needs to be done. It struck me, and this is where I want to go. So I've been talking with individuals, those who have the ability to make this happen, and they're all excited about it too. So we'll see where it goes. But yeah, I just have this very overwhelming sense that we need to capture everything we can for those who come behind us. So yeah, that's where we are. And tomorrow I get on an airplane and fly to Tokyo.
Woo! Road trip.
Yeah. So pray for my wife. She is very much under the weather. She's not feeling well. Julia is doing a wonderful job holding down the fort. But she's got finals this week, and there's just a lot to do, and it's hard when one of us is gone and one is down. So there's that. Liz, that's a very, very good question. What is the itinerary? We fly to Tokyo tomorrow. We'll arrive 5 o'clock on Monday evening, and then that's as far as I know right now. We come back home on the 30th. So we're going to go see Osaka. We're going to go see Kyoto. We're going to go see Mount Fuji. We're going to go see Hiroshima. We're going to go see all that we can in Tokyo. I know that Saturday we're going to go visit the Salvation Army's thrift store. They're only open for 3 hours a week, and it's on Saturday.
Oh my gosh.
So we're going to go and visit that, and then we're also going to do the Christmas Eve service at the local core that's right where we're living, which is pretty sweet. And then we're back at it again. Christmas Day, we'll probably go to Mount Fuji, and weather permitting, get some awesome shots. And then we're going to try and go up north a little bit. We have the J-Rail Pass, which we can ride all of the bullet trains. We just have to reserve the seat, which is free. And yeah, I just, it's so stupid. It's awesome. I can't wait. Philip can't wait. We don't want to sleep, but we know we got to. But it's just, yeah. So, folks, follow our Instagram. I will
Put it on the gram.
I will be posting regularly on the Instagram for our page. And also, boys, if you're able, we are going to also have internet at the apartment, and we should be able to stream this an episode while Philip and I are in Japan. So there's that. Now, there is a 14-hour difference between us and the East Coast. Greg, it's a 10-hour difference. And yeah, 11-hour difference.
11
so
hours.
you know what? The boy can't math either, but we'll get over it.
Math is hard.
Math is hard.
I can't math either.
Yeah.
I can only go up to
America.
10, 20 if I don't have my shoes on.
Oh, look at you. Well done, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Fancy.
So, boys, I have the question for this week. We are
See?
already pushing our time. Philip says I'll add that to the pre-show slides. Forgot existed. You're fine, bud. No worries. All right. So, real quick, this could be a long one, or this could be a short yes or no answer. So,
Okay.
take that for what
No.
you wills, but I but I would like for you to take consideration. So here we go. Ready?
See?
Gentlemen, are my actions aligned with what I want in life, or just what others expect of me? One more time. Are my actions aligned with what I want in life, or just what others expect of me?
That's kind of difficult. Because
Yes.
if you think about it, right? Or, wait, Greg, you want to go first?
No, go ahead.
You already said yes. You answered the question. Go for it.
Oh, he threw me in there. Got it.
No,
Into the
you
ring.
just answered the question. So you already started.
Yes, my actions are aligned with what I want in life. What I do towards, right now, service in the military, being in the Marine Corps. I'm working towards being able to retire,
Hmm.
and I want the benefits that come with that. And because I know that if I had to leave this tomorrow, I would be sad, but I know I could do more than what I'm doing now. I could definitely make more money, especially in the short term, because my experience and everything else. But
Right.
long-term goals, I'm working towards that. But I also, you're told what to do in the military. I have people that I answer to, and when they tell me this needs to happen, like traveling tomorrow when it's literally a week before Christmas,
Right.
and I wasn't exactly thrilled about that. But it's what I need to do, and so I'm going to go and do it. But I'm still going to push to stay on target, that what we need to get accomplished, so that we can come home when we need to come home.
Right.
We're not spending more time out there than needed.
Right.
But again, also too, just, I know I'm bouncing around a little bit, but living.
That's a change.
What?
What? You're alive? Yes. No, living not just my authentic self, but also living up to the ideals and the beliefs that were instilled in me.
Sure.
It's you're an adult. I could do whatever I wanted, but I choose to do those things because that's who I want to be.
Right.
So yeah, absolutely. I think I don't think I'm perfect by any stretch. I think I'm always going to make mistakes, but the goal is to continue to do the right thing.
Right.
So that's my spiel. I'm done. I'll get off my soapbox.
Nice.
Hey.
Alex?
Well, Dad said it best when we were kids, right? The one saying that I guarantee the two of you are going to remember until the day that you die: finish what you started.
Finish what you started.
It applies to literally everything. If we bring back the example that Greg threw up earlier of old Spanky. He decided to start something, and Greg and I finished it.
Right.
But at the same time, it's the same thing that Greg was talking about just a second ago. This whole military thing, that one of the big reasons why I'm still sticking it out and finishing is, again, finish what you started.
Right.
So it really, the answer to your question really comes down to one of two different things. It's either we have had this instilled in us, pretty much since day one, of this is what we do, this is why we do it. But the reason as to why we do it is either, we had that instilled in us so we want to do it,
Right.
or we had that instilled in us so we feel as though we have to do it.
Hmm.
And I'm kind of the first one. We had this instilled in us. We had this thought process of, and I don't care if it's difficult. I don't care if the colloquial term, if it's hard. We're gonna finish it. Because that is who we are.
Yeah.
And in that same instance, all three of us, I guarantee you, we know who we are and whose we are.
Right.
So we're going to finish what we start.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
Well done. Well said.
Thank you, sir.
Well said. I'm gonna borrow some scripture, and so Alex, it goes right along with what you said, and Greg, you as well. But Philippians 3:14 says, "I press on toward the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Christ Jesus." I know the end goal, and I know what I'm working for, and I know whom I'm working for, and yes, I do believe wholeheartedly that my actions align with the work and the expectation that I have in the end. And Greg, like you, I'm not perfect. I mess up, and I admit that wholeheartedly, and I try my very best to correct those mistakes. But Alex, along the same lines as you, when I mess up, I'm not going to wallow in it. I need to get up, keep moving forward in order to accomplish that which I've been called to. So, yes, I agree with both of you. So, thank you.
Paul wrote that, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
Good job. He wrote Philippians. Good job.
He did.
Well done, gentlemen. Thank you very much for your very, very insightful answer. It could have been an easy yes or no, and you both chose the hard road. So thank you for that. Thank you.
That's the military for
We
you.
don't shy away.
Nope.
We'll take it. We'll do the challenging version.
Work harder, not smarter.
Give a task to a man who will find the easiest route, and I bet you, like, I'd rather. Who said that? Who said that? What is that? Bill Gates?
I don't know. I was literally laying across a minivan today to drill new holes into the top of a car top carrier so that we could secure it to the back of the minivan. Work harder, not smarter.
I got you. Gotcha. So, my wife said that I ruined her birthday. But I didn't even know it was her birthday. Thanks for that. All right.
I'm here for you.
Good to know.
I am. Hold on, I got mine. Did some shenanigans. There it is.
I got good ones.
We're Christmasing it up here because it is approaching. What do gingerbread muse when they break their legs?
What do ginger muse?
What do gingerbread men use when they break their legs? Candy canes.
So why was E the only letter in the alphabet to get a Christmas present?
I don't know.
Because the rest of the letters were not E.
Not E.
You're a turd.
I'm here for you.
Yeah, I could tell.
How many Christmas trees can you plant in the ground?
As many as will fit.
All of them.
Oh. Aww. Astronomers got tired watching the moon go around the Earth for 24 hours. They decided to call it a day.
What
Yeah.
is a sheep's favorite Christmas song?
Away in a manger?
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
Yeah. Oh, you got a
Yeah.
smart one. I like it. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And what do cows tell each other at bedtime?
I don't know.
Dairy tales.
Did you hear about the ski trip?
What ski trip?
Oh, it started off fine, but it went downhill fast.
No.
I don't have one for that one.
Yeah. And my last, no, not that one. I'm not choosing that one. That one's pretty bad.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Family Channel.
No, it's just the punchline wasn't good. The furniture store salesman told me, this sofa will seat 5 people without any problems. I said, where am I going to find 5 people without any problems?
No.
Let's see.
Yeah, one more.
One more.
Do it. Do it.
How do you invite Santa to a party?
Family Channel.
I don't know. How do you?
You request his presence.
Oh. Yeah, that's nice. I like it. I like it. Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our episode of Brothers in Arms Podcast. This is episode 138. Boy, look at us go. What a blessing. New format. We're going to try and keep this rolling. It might look a little different next week because both the possible recorders will be on their laptops, so that'll be different.
Yes. That'll be weird.
But we'll see what we can do to make it happen. And then the week after that, the 30th, is Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
What are you still on leave, Alex? You heading home? What's the plan?
I come back on the 29th, and then I think I'm on duty on the 30th.
Okay, so the 31st would be Sunday. It's also New Year's Eve.
It is.
Greg, any thoughts on that one, or there's too much space in between?
Let's play it by ear.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll see how the schedule works.
Absolutely.
I don't know what all I have. If I'm going out that night, I think Brandy has it off. I know I have Zoe.
Okay.
So.
Cool.
We'll see.
Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. We truly have appreciated you. Chat room, you were on fire. That was some good stuff. I liked it. It was. I got a smirk from Greg. That's funny. Fancy. It's so fancy. But anyways, folks, we hope you have a wonderful, fantastic week. Take time to spend with your family. Enjoy that. And if you're traveling, be safe. Be careful.
I will.
Both hands, both eyes on the road. Yeah. That's kind of a weird thought. And boys, any parting remarks before we push another button?
Different button.
As always, drink water, change your socks, take Motrin. You got just over a week to Christmas, so if you haven't already, you might want to get your shopping done.
Liz.
Call out. Just call her out. Beep, beep. Who's driving the bus? Alex is. Back that one up.
Gotta make sure to hit him again. Did he?
Oh, man. Alex?
Shots fired.
So I got two things.
Okay.
So first and foremost, right? Because last night was Friday Night Magic.
Mhm.
Support your local game store,
Absolutely.
right? It might seem like it's a little bit more expensive, but at the same time, you're really supporting a local small business. And the holidays are a good time for that. So if you want to have friends that want to play the games that you like to play, introduce them to your local game store.
Yeah.
And
Hi.
what?
I love your wife.
Just full
Yeah.
caps. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just solid. I'm just gonna preemptive this for me later.
yeah.
All right.
Oh man, you are getting all right. Someone else is driving the bus now. Continue though, because this is hilarious.
I don't know. I got her two things, but that's weird. Anyway, the other thing is it is the holidays,
Mm.
right? And especially Greg and I being in the military, the holidays are the time that are the worst for those of us that have to spend all this time away from our families.
Mm.
We're always traveling, we're always deploying, we're always doing all sorts of different stuff. But the holidays are one of the worst for those of us in this profession. And check in on people,
Yeah.
right? Check in on your guys, check in on your friends. Check in on the dude who looks like he's just sitting there by himself.
Mm.
Because it's the worst, absolute worst time of the year for us.
Mm.
Because you might see the new guy who just checked in, who doesn't have enough leave to take leave to go home and visit his family for the holidays. And, those rates are pretty high around this time of year. So check in on each other.
Yeah.
Make sure that, your fellow person is doing okay.
That's fair, Bub. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. And mine is along the same lines. Be careful. Take care of you so you can take care of each other. If I could add to Greg's list, take your vitamin C and
That's true.
stay above the stuff. All right. All right, folks. Well, we're out of here. Love you much. Y'all take care now. Love you, boys.
Love you
Love
too,
you
bro.
too.
It's been fun. Uh-oh, Secret Santa.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out.
Secret Santa.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Bye,
Bye.
y'all.
Bye.
Okay. We'll see you later.
Oh.
Oh, in the
I'm gonna have to pull all those videos. There's a lot of them.
Something?
It's something.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll do it again. It's a mix because there's the actual ones, and then if you've ever seen Family Guy, there's some funny lines in there.
Yep.
Anyways, okay, we'll see you later.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I got it covered. I'm gonna go to Ulta.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't love Ulta? Very well then.
Bye.
Not all of us wear makeup,
We'll
Greg.
see you later. I don't wear makeup. Shots fired. Ain't got no makeup
Please
on.
tell me that got stuck in there.
It did.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.